Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to the New York session. I hope you're doing well. Um, we have the dollar index here, and as usual, we are expecting a continuation to the downside. I think I gave the draw on liquidity yesterday, and we had a beautiful drop after our session. Nice dropping, and we are heading towards the levels that I gave: 97, 18, 96, 85. So look for that continuation to the downside. Euro, expecting a continuation to the upside. We did close bullish yesterday above previous week high. I think the next upside objective is going to be base candles high, which comes in at 1.1765. 1.1765 is the next upside objective for the euro. Wait till probably New York session. This candles high right here, we will be expecting price to expand away from it. If we break this down candle, then it's game over. They might be going lower, so we expect that down candle to hold and then expect price to continue going higher. British pound has been my favorite so far. Yesterday we talked about this auto block sending price to 1.35199, and we got that nicely. I'm still riding that trade. I'm taking partial, expecting okay, so 1.3585 level, that's the next upside objective for the British pound. Okay, so look for a continuation to the upside for the British pound. Euro pound, I think yesterday, what has happened now is what I was expecting, but that didn't happen yesterday. They've happened, or price has done it today. So I'm expecting the previous week low to be the draw liquidity. As it stands, watch this London session gap here. That can be an area to go short, and expect a continuation to attack the previous week low. Okay, I like this down candle as well. That has now become a breaker, so if we trade to it, expect the rejection to continue going down. Dollar yen, same thing. We dropped nicely yesterday into the gap. I said partial out, but we're expecting 50%, 145.94. that is the draw liquidity. Again, this New York session, watch this order block here and the fair value gap for a continuation to the downside. If we pull back to it, expect price to reject and go lower. There's no news event today, hence don't expect any kind of big move during the New York session, because there's no news this afternoon, unless there's a random news that will come into the market. Apart from that, I think price is gonna move naturally. So dollar yen, watch here for these two downside objectives: 145.94, 145.67. Gold, so I'm expecting gold to also expand higher to go and attack this high, which comes in at 3,451.79. That is the drawn liquidity. I think they're gonna run for it, because from what I'm seeing, this was an area of accumulation, and you're having another area of accumulation over here, and I'll be expecting another expansion. All right, so within the next hour or two, we should see price go and attack that level. Crude oil, we are heading down. I had to close my trade yesterday, simply because this back and forth was just annoying. Okay, it was just annoying. Even though I think it's still gonna go there, but it's taking too much time. It should have just dropped with aggressive candles, but it's taking too much time. And sometimes when price is doing something like this, they might have something underneath. Maybe they might do a surprise pullback before ultimately attacking that low. So I just felt that I need to close the trade and then see if I get another pullback during the New York session, maybe somewhere here, then yes, I'll look for another sell. But 64.01 is the draw on liquidity. Okay, 64.01 is the current draw on liquidity. Okay, ES, I think we came into that area yesterday and then rejected. Now, I personally again did not do anything with this, simply because, like I said, unless we get a big move, aggressive move, this thing here, it's kind of not tradable yet. Okay, so maybe this big move that is happening today with a run below Monday's low will give us a New York session fair value gap to hold on to for continuation to the upside. The upside objective still remains 6535. Okay, and yeah, New York session, watch this candles high if anything pulls back. If we pull back during the New York session and we hit this level and you start seeing price rejecting, at least on the 15 minutes, you can look for a buy to continue going back up. All right, so that is that for the ES. So if we pull back, you're looking to buy to continue going up. If we expand up, then don't do anything, because you might be chasing price. Okay, now let's move on to the Bitcoin market. So Bitcoin, still this gap has not been traded to yet, so again I'm still not convinced we are going up. On the H4, it looks like we wanted to close above this but immediately rejected, so that is not a good thing. We are still looking for that weekly gap to be traded to before we expand higher. So still Bitcoin 115702. That is where we want price to trade to before we start looking for the longs. If not, whatever happens, it's not ready. Okay. Ethereum, I think we are pulling back into that daily gap. We couldn't reject yesterday, so this gap should hold and then send price up. So maybe they might keep price in a consolidation in here between this candle's low and this high. It might stay in that consolidation, and then when Bitcoin is ready to go up, then this will obviously follow as well. And Solana, we spoke about a potential down candle as a reaccumulation. Let's watch this fair value gap, because they can dip into it and then continue going up. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. Tomorrow's candle might open, drop, dip into this, and then resume going higher. So patient with it. Solana, the way today's candle is printing, looks like it's reaccumulating. We couldn't take out the previous day's high first, so it's definitely reaccumulating, and it's either they reject today and then finish it off tomorrow, or today will end up as a down candle, and then tomorrow will take today's candle's low out and then reject and go higher. So that is the narrative that you need to stay with on Solana, that we've expanded and they might be accumulating. XRP, the same thing. They expanded and we might be accumulating in this area here, and we will be seeing another expansion. So patient with it. Let price show you they want to go up. Now maybe with this, wait for one up candle to close, then you start looking for the longs, because they've taken out this all-time high. They've taken that all-time high, and with that all-time high taken, sometimes price might pull back, but at the same time it might just consolidate and continue going higher. Hence, just be patient for now. Don't look for that continuation yet. If anything, wait for the down candle to be closed above, then you can look for the buy. Hype yesterday was interesting. I gave you this down candle to look for the buy. I still think we should hold and go higher. Like I said, if it stops out, you're gonna look for that same thing, that same pattern to form, and then you look for the buy again. As it stands, it's still holding, so still looking for the higher prices, because they've taken out the previous week low. Okay, and then AI16, that also shot up for the day trade that I gave. Nicely done. And yeah, I would want to see price continue staying bullish rather than rejecting immediately. So today's candle needs to be bullish. If not, then again they'll come back into this area of consolidation, which will make it a little bit annoying, but we can't do anything about it. Okay, but holding, best thing. Okay, so if you are long, just hold on to it, because I don't think it should be going down, but rather to the upside. And then finally, charge key is still inside that in the fair value gap. It's now reaching for that 50%, so let's see if we can get a rejection. All this to me looks like it's kind of accumulating again. If we close below this fair value gap, that is when I'll change my mind from the upside to the downside. So as long as the gap is open, we are still to the upside. Okay, so that is that for that key. In terms of trade ideas for today, I prefer gold for a long, and then British pound for a long this New York session. Those two are quote unquote favorite for a potential trade idea for today. So British pound for a long, British pound for a long, and then gold for a long this afternoon. Okay, so that is all that I have for you for today. I will see you same time tomorrow. Fingers crossed we don't have any huge random news event to mess up the charts today. Then tomorrow will be a nice day for another trade. Until then, have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll see you same time tomorrow. Take care.